Like CYBORG, we back, man. Hey, yo, the Danny Garcia, LARA fight, man. Yo, I had some really high hopes for this fight. I thought it was gonna go down. I'm talking about like a clash of the two different styles, man. A boxer and a puncher, man. I had it all figured out in my head how it was gonna go, man. What I didn't have in mind was Danny Garcia getting stopped, man. And the way he did, like to have his to have Angel, his dad, to jump in and say, you know what, man, it's a wrap, bro. Angel just saw the writing on the wall. He was just like, yo, it's a wrap, man. We gotta close the curtain. We gotta take this one home, man. This is another L for the books. And Lara, man, I saw a video of Lara being interviewed inside one of the gyms where he was training, and he was really talking some good shit, man. I was like, yo, I never really heard Lara talk so crazy, you know what I mean? I think he's gotten to the point where he realizes that, you know, being a nice guy and being kind of timid in his tone, it really just doesn't sell him very well, you know what I mean? Like in the past, I think that's one of the reasons why Lara got looked over a lot, you know what I mean? Like he just don't bring that anger into the ring, you know? He's like a true professional, dude that comes in, puts on a hell of a fight. In terms of what a boxer does, you know what I mean? He's a boxer. He's never really messy. He's not in there really dueling with the boxers. He's just keeping it real professional, clean, just lighting people up from the outside, and doing his best to not take on any unnecessary damage, you know? But I thought Danny would, you know, manage to get to the body and, you know, put some hands on him somewhere down the line, you know? But one of the things that I said leading up to it was, you know, leading up to that fight was that it could go either way, you know what I mean? I didn't really pick a side because, again, Lara and Garcia, they're both like two of my favorite fighters, man. I've been liking these dudes, the way they fight for a long time, you know? And so I was kind of hands down on this one. I just wanted to see a good fight. But this one was definitely a surprise that Danny would quit in the corner, you know what I mean? I'm not putting it all on Danny. It's really Angel's call. You know, Angel saw enough of what he felt was, you know, good enough to tell him to call it off. You know, and it is what it is, man. But I want to, like, you know, just kind of talk about some of the fans online, man. Like everybody right now is giving Angel so much backlash for actually making that call, right? And we want to see a fight. We want to see something gritty. We want to see it go to distance and get kind of gully in there, you know, if that's at all possible, you know. But at the same time, man, the trainer, his job, like the referee and everybody who's involved in the management and officiating of the matches, man, they do have to look out for the fighter. And then, you know, you got to double down on that when you're not only the trainer, but you're also the father of the fighter, you know what I mean? So it's a natural inclination for a father to look at his son and say, man, you're in too deep. Like, he knows Danny. He knows what Danny can handle. He knows, you know, how Danny is built. And he knows when the water gets too deep. So it's important that he uses his wisdom and his knowledge and his instinct to, you know, mitigate that if possible, you know? And that's all he did, man. He did what anybody else with some common fucking sense would do. It's just call the fight off, you know what I mean? If the water's so deep that you're not gonna win the fight anyway, so what's the point in getting fucking, you know, going brain dead by just being too brave to just wrap this shit up? He wasn't gonna get paid anymore to take more of a beating. So might as well just call it a night, you know what I mean? He did his best, and it just wasn't enough for Lara that night, you know? Lara came in and he did exactly what he said he was going to do. He was going to put some fucking hands on Garcia. He was going to outbox the shit out of him. And no one that knows either fighter ever wondered if Lara could outbox Danny. Not even Danny really wondered that shit, even if he said it, you know what I mean? Because that's not Danny's strong suit. The boxing is not his strong suit. His strong suit is his power. But again, when you can't cut the ring off on a guy that is so mobile on his feet, like Lara, you're not going to have the success of getting to his body and hitting him with those heavy punches, because there's no way to sit down. There's no way to plant your foot, you know? If you're constantly chasing the guy, you never get that opportunity. So the only way to do it is to cut the ring off. And Lara ain't about that life, man. He's not going to let you lock him in a little cage. He's going to turn you He's gonna, use his laterals. He's gonna use his ring generalship to just keep you right in the center of the ring where he wants you. And another thing I mentioned, man, is that when Lara senses, when he smells blood, man, when he really understands that you're ready there and you're laid out on the platter ready to be crushed, that's when he goes in. So it was no surprise that he took it to Danny when he had him against the ropes. That was another problem. Danny kept getting caught up on the ropes, man. You're the one supposed to be putting Lara on the ropes, because Lara's doing all of the bouncing around. He's the more active, foot stylist, so to speak, right? So it's your job to cut him off, press him to the corner, press him to the ropes, and work from there. But it's like Lara turned the tides on Danny. So everything Danny came to do, Lara was doing, plus Lara was doing the shit that he came to do. So this motherfucker was working twice as hard and twice as smart, and he was being doubly effective. So it's kind of a natural thing that natural progression of things that you see Lara come out with that kind of victory, man. But it was definitely a surprise for me to see Danny get put in such a compromised position, to the point where Angel decided, hey man, we gotta quit this one, man. Let's figure out where we're going to for breakfast, because this shit is a wrap. And yeah, it's not what a lot of us wanted, and a lot of fans were sound like they're booing in the audience at the end of the night, man. But Angel made the right call. You got to protect your fighter. You got to protect your son. And it is what it is, man. It's boxing. Catch y'all next time. Peace.